Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the business news here on Media Live. My name is Alfred Council. Let's go on to our first story. This afternoon, some driver unions in Accra are beginning a sit-down strike today following what they claim to be a government's decision to relocate some of their stations. Addressing a press conference in Accra, Francis Appiah, the public relations officer of the union, said city authorities have threatened to remove commercial drivers at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle to the new Achimota bus terminal, while drivers operating from Tema Station in Accra are to be relocated to the Hearts Park. The 37 military station will also be moved to Kaukuri Park near Mamobi. According to him, their relocation has to do with the impending rollout of the bus rapid transit, that's the BRTs, where some lanes would be dedicated to special buses facilitating the BRT system. They gave government ultimatum which elapsed on Friday, and I've been joined in studio by Issa Abubakar, who is the president of the Work and Pay Taxi Drivers Association, just to find out more of their concerns and get more details into this. So it's good to have you, Issa Abubakar. Good afternoon to you.
Thank you very much.
Now, is that to say that you want us to advance as a country because this BRT system is going to ease traffic and make transportation a lot more easier? What exactly is your problem?
Thank you very much. Because of this problem, it's not because of they are trying to advance the country is our problem. So the problem is you are trying to advance the country. We have to consult. We have the cars in the system. But if you are consulting the union, which is GPITU, giving them out for the cars, it doesn't arrange anything with us, the car owners. So we, the car owners, we say that, see, President, you have your money, you bring your cars to the system. You can do that. But we, the owners, we have to sit down with us. They will ask about we too, what we can do for the next generation. Because I'm sitting here, I'm giving work can pay cars to the drivers, where the drivers are complaining. Police problem, lances problem, DVLA problem, so many problems. We can't solve it yet. Then you bring this one to inside. But still, let me tell you one thing about this issue.
Okay.
If any president is trying to fall down in the election year, that is what is happening to the drivers.
What exactly do you mean by if any president is trying to fall down? I want to understand that.
Okay.
Really.
You see, in 2008, it's the same as Kufuor government. It creates some court for the drivers. There's innocent drivers go to jail.
For doing the wrong things. They did not create the courts just for the sake of jailing drivers who have done nothing.
But you drive.
We need to understand that clearly. If you don't break the law, that motor court, you're not sent there.
Thank you.
So you're sent there for breaking the law and doing the wrong thing. Let's set that in context.
Okay.
I hope you understand that. Now, I want to find out, are you saying that the BRT system, you were not engaged, I mean, your union leaders, drivers, you were not consulted in any form?
Yes.
You were not consulted?
Nothing. I didn't
You
do
haven't
anything.
had any engagement with being the leadership of such a union?
Nothing. Nobody consult me. For the past, I think, 15 years now, we are in the system. Anything at all. We, the Work and Pay Union, we don't talk on TV, on radio, because we don't care. We are just doing our own business to get our money. But end of the day, we are doing the business, then any president came in, is trying to spoil the business. Because the business is helping a lot for the youth, where they are trying to drive.
Let me go on to the telephone now. Roland Bruce is the Marketing and Communications Officer of the Managers of the Bus Rapid Transit Project. He joins me on the telephone. Roland, if you can hear me, good afternoon to you. Now, it appears the taxi drivers are not happy with this system, which is going to be rolling out anytime soon. Are you aware of their concern about it?
Okay, great. Thank you. And then greetings to your viewer. Yes, I would say that, yes, we've had these concerns, and then these were some of the agitations that we foresaw, and that's where we've been engaging the transport unions, the operators. Basically when it comes to the regulatory framework in terms of the transport, the assemblies, the various assemblies have their own ways of regulating these kind of transits. So the trotro, the taxi, they need to register with them. They are certified and they operate and they monitor each one of them. Our operations as GAPTE, we were formed. These regulators, the assemblies, they came together and then formed this GAPTE to be the regulator of this particular BRT system. Eventually, all these things that they are making around, we've been addressing these kind of things since the very time that this thing was born.
Well, I have in studio Issa Abubakar, who is the president of the National Work and Pay Taxi Driver Association. He says that they've never been consulted or engaged on any of their concerns as yet. Well,
because to be frank with you, we've been engaging the GPRTU, the GLTCC, and some of the informal sectors in terms of the transport. We've been engaging the Totua, we've been engaging cooperative. Then from the beginning of all these kind of things, even what we even did was, other countries that are practicing this BRT system, we traveled with them. They had an engagement with all these kind of people. We left them to have questions and answers from these kind of people who are practicing nowadays.
Right.
And then they came back to us. So we've been having engaging dialogues on this particular, and we're still doing that.
So is it going to really, is it going to get them out of business or not? I mean, just to address...
Not at all. We are doing this with them. In fact, what is happening is, these drivers that we are using for these buses, they are brought in by these corporate, these operators.
Right.
Yes, and then what we are saying is, we want them to, we are creating these dedicated lanes.
Okay.
The buses will be running, the BRT system, the Ayalolo system will be running.
Right.
And we are not going to take 100% of the ridership.
Okay.
Along the corridor. We are communicating with them that we are going to use 30%. They will take 70%.
Okay, Mr. Bruce.
And let them decide which
Mr.
one
Bruce.
they want to increase. And we are going to use them. The benefits is scheduled. You're running these kind of buses. At the end of the day, you are receiving your snakes. Imagine you are using this structure. We are not saying they are going to be out of their business.
Absolutely.
It's not a mandate. Mobility.
Mr. Bruce, thank you. Thank you very much for your time. This Roland Bruce is a marketing and communications officer of the BRT managers and implementers of this particular. Thank you so much. Abubakar, he's answered some of your questions, though, but then we're going to delve more as we go on into the day. But I'm grateful for your time this afternoon. Abubakar Issa is also the national president of the Work and Pay Taxi Drivers Association. But that's it for business this afternoon.